Welcome to Three Count Commentaries. This is your host, MagMongoSlade. Today we're going to talk about Daniel Bryan and his odd detachment from his WrestleMania 37 main event and his desire to maybe take a walk. All right, so what are we going to talk about in this video? Well, Daniel Bryan did some interviews, and there's a lot of stuff that spun out of those interviews, and it led to a lot of chitter chatter about Daniel Bryan and possibly him no longer having the passion. That the passion was sucked out of him through a straw by WWE. Now he can't even enjoy being in the main event of WrestleMania, which is of course completely put together by the internet. It's a complete internet construction, but we got to talk about it anyway. All right, so this starts with Fightful, April 21st. Daniel Bryan talks about the main event of WrestleMania. He says, it's really bizarre. It's taken me time to fully process what the experience was like because it wasn't like a normal thing. I was very out of body in it. When I'm wrestling, I feel everything and feel like I'm enjoying it. That was weird. I was so out there and I felt like I was detached. It was so strange that before the match started, I got this strange feeling like, oh no, is this what it's like before you die? Am I going to die? Well, okay. I don't know why or how it happened, but it was unlike anything I've ever felt while wrestling. I haven't watched it back. I don't know if watching it back would help me figure out why I'm so detached. Maybe it was a sign that it's time to let go of being a wrestler. That's an odd detachment. I was like, whoa. Like I said, I'm either going to die, or maybe it's a sign that this isn't it, and it isn't the same type of fulfillment that it was before. I've been trying to meditate on it and talk to my friends that I'm close with, like, what is that? And he says, my contract is coming up soon. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. All right, so this led to a lot of the neckbeards on Twitter talking about Daniel Bryan has lost his passion. WWE has sucked the passion out of Daniel Bryan. And of course, he's also said in these other things that he was trying to get out of this WrestleMania 37 main event. And he didn't really want to be in it. So he says, and I think it might have been a different interview. So he says, my contract is up soon. We need to figure out what's a good balance between home life and wrestling. I never want to stop wrestling. I love it. I just figured that out. I'd be interesting if I could wrestle in different companies and WWE. That's something I'm trying to weasel my way into right now. So basically he wants to work in other places and in WWE, which of course that's not how they do business. So you can pretty much figure that out. That's if he signs with WWE, it's not going to happen. So he's been saying for several weeks now, Daniel Bryan has, that he's pretty much winding down as a wrestler. He enjoys the backstage stuff. He enjoys being a family man. You know, that's what he wants to do. He still wants to wrestle though, and he's only 38, right? But this led to a lot of people talking about Daniel Bryan having his passion ripped away from him by the WWE. So it is absolutely weird, right? And this is let's go into the peanut gallery. Obviously, we got to, man. I know sometimes people don't like when I go into the peanut gallery, but bro, I can't argue with straw men all day. We got to look at what people are really saying, right? Sometimes that's the best way to do this, is to look at what people are really saying. So, first neckbeard. Reading his recent comments, Daniel Bryan seems this close to realizing that he wants to wrestle outside of WWE. That epiphany will result in Tony Khan buying the rights to Final Countdown. Motherfucker, I cannot wait. Okay. Daniel Bryan threatened to leave and wrestle in front of 30 people if WWE didn't clear him. 3 years later, this same guy doesn't, quote, feel a WrestleMania main event. How can you kill the passion of someone like Daniel Bryan? Well, I think that he's 3 years older than he was before. He's had more matches than he did before. And he's found other things that are interesting to him. He's had children. Now, you know, this is a guy who, when he was retired, it's a completely different situation, by the way. I think some people need to realize is that there is a huge difference between having your career snatched from you by WWE telling you, we are not going to clear you to wrestle again. It's over. And then you saying, no, I'm not going to take that, versus, you know what? I could wrestle 100 more matches, but do I really want to? Do I need to? You know, and you may still have the desire to wrestle every once in a while, but you certainly don't want to do it full time. And maybe that's the trigger. You know, maybe Daniel Bryan felt like he was wrestling too much. Like, we kept saying that all of these on this Talking Smack and all that type of stuff. He kept saying like, oh, I'm all about taking a step back and moving to way to the side and helping the younger generation come up, even though Jey Uso is like 3 years younger than he is. You know, but I don't think that it's an issue of, quote, his passion being killed. I think he just has other interests that include wrestling, but not wrestling full time. The guy's life is not wrestling, right? Maybe when he was a young single guy, again, wrestling in front of bars and something like that, wrestling in bars and stuff like that, maybe wrestling was his life, but not anymore. You know, he's got 2 kids now. You know, like, he doesn't want severe brain damage or anything else shortening his life and career when he's got babies. So let's go back to the comment section. See what these guys got to say. Let's see. It says, there are few bigger indictments of WWE than it taking a guy who went on a year-long medical quest to return, and in the span of 3 years making him feel like, you know what, I don't know if I really like wrestling. Except for he didn't say that. Matter of fact, he said the opposite of that. He said that he never wanted to stop wrestling, but he's always said for the last 6 months that he didn't want to wrestle full time. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe WWE wants him to wrestle full time, and he's like, no, I don't want to wrestle full time. I want to do backstage stuff, and I want to, you know, be at home for my kids and all that type of stuff. Or if you guys want me to wrestle, I want to wrestle here, and I want to be able to wrestle other places, maybe Japan or something like that, which WWE will be 100% cool with him doing, because they have, you know, been all right with guys going to wrestle overseas and stuff like that. But this is a completely made up narrative. He never said he didn't like wrestling. He just said he didn't feel like he should have been in that match at WrestleMania. So that's weird. Somebody says, I love Daniel Bryan, but yeah, that match didn't need him at all, period. Yeah, because I hate triple threat matches, and triple threat matches very rarely need anybody. He said, so wait a minute, what's this? This is the audio.
When did you sort of realize that you were going to be a part of that WrestleMania picture? When did you start to think, oh, this story definitely involves me?
Oh boy.
I don't know. I kept trying to get out of it too. I was just like, you know, I think this is a heck of a story. 10 years to the day that he was forced to retire. It's, you know, it's, you know, it was shortly after Elimination Chamber, and in the build up to the singles match I had with Roman at Fastlane. I was like, this is gonna be with stick Daniel Bryan in here thing. So.
Okay, so yeah, see, he was kind of like he don't want to be there. Okay, yeah, I think a lot of people didn't really want him in that spot, and it makes sense that he didn't want to be in that spot. So those are the biggest issues that I've seen. You know, a lot of people are writing their own stories. They're shooting their own angles when it comes to Daniel Bryan. He just says, oh, well, I don't know. I don't know if I should have been in that match, you know. And, you know, I had a weird feeling about this WrestleMania thing. And my contract is coming up soon. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and he's been pretty consistent that he wants to wrestle other people, you know, and he's been pretty consistent on the fact that he wants to do other things. He has other interests. He has a new life now. I think that's a completely different situation than, oh my God, they've killed his passion. I don't know about that one, but feel free to shoot your own angle. But that's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Always follow the hashtag 3count commentaries to figure out what I'm doing, either on YouTube or on Twitter. If you want to subscribe to the channel, go to Subscribe Star. It's $5 a month. If you want to send cash via the Cash App, you can do so also. And you can also follow me on Twitter if you want. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace out.